Morning students. We started yesterday chapter vector and vector algebra. I tell you one thing that we had yesterday a good class. We knew about the vectors, definitions of vectors, types of vectors, scalar multiplication. So multiplication of vector by scalar we saw. What we had seen about multiplication of vector by scalar, that suppose 2a is here, it means that suppose it is a, so meaning of 2a is what? Direction will be same. The meaning of 2a is a new vector whose direction is the same as a and whose mod is 2 times of mod of a. That is simple, meaning if this is a, this will be 2a. So it's simple. And so if I say minus 2a, definitely direction will be changed. So this concept I taught you yesterday, it was so important. Students, some more things today we will discuss, we will study. First I will start here the perpendicular vector I, j and k. You have heard about I, j and k in physics. In current or in some like a chapter you already have seen what is I, j and k. Today we will see in a mathematics how they work. Look at it, I tell you with a very simple concept. These are perpendicular vector. It is very sure they are perpendicular vector, always taken perpendicular to each other. So first of all, in two-dimensional method, I will tell you with I and j. I am not taking k here. But in two-dimensional, you should understand what is I and what is j. Look at it, I tell you. Suppose it is origin point, it is x and y. One thing which is very important to share with you here. Look at, I tell you one thing. So suppose A and B, this have a particular distance 2. So my question is, how we can change when AB is equal to 2, this is distance or mod. So if you want to make its vector, what will be the answer? Very good question it is. When AB have a distance 2 and you want to make a AB vector, so what will be its answer? So whenever any distance is given and you want to make its vector form, you have to take one unit vector towards that direction. Suppose a cap is a unit vector taken along the vector AB. So in this kind of all questions, whenever the distance is given and whenever you want to convert that distance in vector form, you need to take a unit vector in the direction of that vector. Suppose a cap is my unit vector taken along the vector AB, and that time I would say that this 2 is actually distance, but when you want to convert that in the vector form, you will write 2a cap. And you need not worry. Please go through the concept. What is the meaning of 2a cap? Few things I recently taught you. 2a cap meaning this is a new vector whose direction is in the direction of A. Look at, this is A. Suppose an a cap. This is A. Definitely it is A. So that we can write a cap in its direction. So it is suppose A. It is a cap. And I would say this is a new vector whose direction is in the direction of A and whose mod is the mod of a cap. 2 times of mod of a cap. Can you catch? Its mod is 2 a cap, and I taught you yesterday that the mod of a cap is 1 because it is a unit vector. You got a 2 answer. So distance is 2. Let me speak again. Distance is 2, but vector is 2 a cap. So keep remember, distance is 2, but vector is 2 a cap. And what is a cap? A cap is a unit vector taken along the vector A. So this is the thing. So please try to understand the things. Whenever a distance is given and you want to turn to that distance in the vector, you have to take the unit vector along the direction, same direction. Okay. Same as I am telling you here. Try to understand the thing. Suppose it is the point Pxy. In coordinate geometry we saw it is suppose xy. I will draw the perpendicular from here. I will draw the perpendicular from that point to suppose it is m and this distance is 2. sorry, distance is x. Distance is x, you know it. And same as you draw the 90 here, the distance is y. One should know. Now my question is, suppose you want to convert to OM as a vector. So what you will do, right? We saw we had a 2 distance and we wanted to convert to that 2 in a vector form. What you took? You took a cap or a particular unit vector in the same direction. So I will take one unit vector in the direction of x, which is normally called I cap. I cap. You used to speak I cap, j cap, k cap many times. You used this also in your concepts and derivations. But right now, please try to understand why I cap is taken. I cap is taken because you wanted to convert any particular distance in a vector form. So this is distance which is actually x. Now if I cap is taken, so this will be x, this will be x, this distance is x, can be converted in vector which is called xi cap. It is what? It is none else but it is xi cap. Again I say it is x, I took this I cap, this time this will be as a vector xi cap. That's simple. Now same as in the direction of y, I will take a j cap, so this now distance will change in vector form yj cap. So this is the thing only. Xi cap is a new vector whose direction is in the direction of I cap and whose mod is a x times of mod of I cap. Can you see? X is x, I cap have a mod 1. The distance is x only. So this is a way. Now what I'll do, I'll join to OP. This was yj cap. So this is also yj cap because these two are both equal vector. You understand, it is a rectangle. So these two are equal vector. These two are equal vector. And now students, I'll use triangle law OMP by triangle addition. I taught you yesterday the addition law. I'll use here the addition law. How we can OM plus MP. I taught you without looking the picture OP. Now please put the value OP. Suppose it is R. Suppose it is R. So it is R equal to OM is xi cap. And okay, let it be OP. Don't worry about that. Xi cap. And this is yj cap. Again look, this OP I have written same. This is xi cap and this is yj cap. What you have got? What you have got? Xi cap plus yj cap is actually position vector of P. Position vector of P. Recall all the knowledge, yesterday's knowledge. Position vector of any point is given with respect to the origin point. And O is my origin point. P is a point xy. So OP is equal to xi cap plus yj cap. Please try to understand now this thing. Very important concept it is. Right now we are having. You know, whenever the coordinate of any point is given, and you want to find its position vector, you can write like that. Can you see the example? Suppose P is at 2, 3. Suppose P is at 2, 3. So what is the position vector of P? This will be given by OP. And without making picture, you can write like that: xi cap, yj cap, xi cap, yj cap, 2y cap, 3j cap, 2y cap, 3j cap. This is so simple to construct the position vector of any point when coordinate is given. So please keep remember, whenever the coordinate of any point is given, you can form its position vector with respect to O. O will be your origin point. So keep remember, very good connection that is. In the vector, when coordinate is given, you can find the position vector of that point also. Okay. One more thing I am telling you. Can you go here? Let me tell you one thing. One note, it is square of any vector is actually square of its mod. That's very simple sentence but important one. Square of any vector. If you have seen like that, square of any vector is no sense about vector. But actually it is mod the square of its mod, meaning it is a square. Yesterday I taught you about the mod. So whenever the square of any vector it is coming, meaning square of its mod is there. So okay, so this concept I'll use here little bit in triangle. OMP, use PGT, Pythagoras theorem. Can you use a Pythagoras theorem? OP square is equal to OM square plus MP square. This is not a right triangle addition law. It is simple a Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Can I write OP square as OP square? Because I taught you the square of any vector is square of itself. OP vector is square meaning OP square. OM vector is square is actually OM square. And MP vector MP square meaning MP square. Same. What about OP? OP is none else but it is xi. OM is OP is OP. OP is OP. OM is xi cap square and this yj cap square. And you know xi cap square meaning x square. It is already mod. But I cap square meaning what is the mod of I cap is 1. What is the mod of I cap is 1 because I cap is a unit vector whose mod is 1. So it is I cap in mod it is 1 and 1 square is 1. And y square is a y square. And j mod j is 1. J cap is a 1. So its square is 1. So lastly I would speak about x square plus y square and you will find OP x square plus y square it is coming. What you have learned? You have learned when OP is equal to xi plus yj in vector, its mod will be x square plus y square under root sign. Very good concept it is. Suppose it is p equal to 2, p is have a coordinate 2, 3. You wanted to find the position vector of p, OP equal to this one. If I ask you, what is the mod OP? What is the mod OP? You will say x square plus y square. 2 square plus 3 square meaning 13. So this is the answer. So hope you are getting me. Now along with that particular point, you can find the position vector of that point as well as you can find the modulus of that vector, meaning distance of O to P you can find by this formula. So this is actually two-dimensional concept. I don't think that it's a problem. It's very interesting thing. And few things. Again, I want to write the same picture here. One thing I forgot to tell you. Remember, I tell you something. This is just like that. It was xi cap. It is yj cap. Now you know it very well. This is normally taken I cap and this is normally taken j cap. They are unit vector along the x-axis and y-axis. Okay. Some more things I want to share with you. This is a point P. After drawing, try to understand. After drawing the perpendicular on the x-axis, this portion, recently I taught you one thing that when P is xy, OP is xi cap plus yj cap. You know, P is xy, then OP is xi cap plus yj cap. These two things are specially called components. So I write for one thing to you, how we can get component. After drawing the perpendicular, whatever the portion cuts off on the x-axis, it is called component on the x-axis, it is component on the y-axis. So this distance xi cap is a vector component. It is called vector component of OP vector along the x-axis, and yj cap is a vector component of OP along the y-axis. Try to understand, this is called a vector component because vector is here. If I say only what is x, alone x, so alone is a scalar component because that time I cap is not being used there. What is y? It's a scalar component. So you know, along with I cap and j cap, they are called a vector component, but without I cap and j cap, they will be called a scalar component. So keep remember very simple thing. Sometime may possible that you will be told to find the components of the vector along the axis. You will be told to find the components of a vector along the axis. You don't find anything, but you only find the vector because when you will have a vector, you can find the component easily. So okay, this is a simple way. You can convert all the concept in three-dimensional geometry. So how we can use three-dimensional geometry? Let P is any point x, y, z. In three-dimensional geometry, you know in last year in class 11th you saw, you have studied about the three-dimensional geometry. P have a three coordinate x, y, z, definitely x, y, z, x coordinate, y coordinate and z coordinate. So if P is x, y, z, what is OP will be there? What is OP? So definitely OP will be xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. This will be done. Okay, if you are still confused, I tell you one thing, one good concept here. Can you see? Suppose in three-dimensional geometry, I have made here the just like a cuboid, and I extend these three lines as axis. This is my z, x and y. This is concept I have created. Suppose along this is O and suppose it is my P, and definitely P have a coordinate x, y, z. This distance will be along the y, it is y, it is suppose B. This distance is x, along the x it is A, suppose it is C, and this is Z. One can understand what I have taught you. This is very simple. This will be called y because along the y it is equal to y, this will be x and this will be z. So along x I have taken I cap, along y I have taken j cap, and here I will take k cap. These are unit vectors taken along these three perpendicular axes. This distance is actually x. You know, you should know it. In two-dimensional we saw, when drawing the simple rectangle with the help of P, this is x and this is y. Along x it is x, along y it is y. Same. Along x this is x, along y it is y, along z it is z. It is x, y, z. And this is the distance. What about the vector? This particular vector will be xi cap because it is I cap. This vector will be yj cap because it is j cap. And this particular will be zk cap because it is a k cap. This is a simple structure we have formed. Now, some beautiful work I am going to do. Look at. Suppose it is a D. And first of all, find OD. You know it. I know you can tell. Okay. Now look at. I tell you. Look at. I tell you. What is OD? So students now use a rectangle addition law. Vector addition, you know it. OA plus AD. And you know that OA plus AD is OD. That's simple. So what is OD? OA xi cap. And AD, you know it. AD is equal to OB. And this all horizontal are same actually, in the same direction. So this is yj, so this will be yj. This is none else but it is yj, same. So it is yj. Now you have found OD. Now find OP. Same method I use. So again addition by vector addition, again by vector addition. Find OP, which was our main aim. OP meaning position vector of P. So by vector addition go on. OP is equal to OD plus DP. Can I make a picture, a direction like that? Okay. OD plus DP is equal to OP. Now OD is equal to, you got already OD equal to xi plus yj. And what is DP? So this is my DP, which is equal to, in this direction this is equal to zk cap. You know, same this is. So this is none else but it is zk cap. This is OP. What you have got? This is very important thing we have got, students. And please try to connect. OP is none else but it is a position vector of P. O is the origin point. P is any point in the plane. In three-dimensional plane here, we would say that OP meaning position vector of P, which is given by xi plus yj plus zk, and that only the example we can create. Let P is 2 minus 3 into 1. What is OP? Nothing worry. This is 2i cap minus 3jk plus 1 cap is your position vector of P. And now same word I will use. 2i cap is a vector component of OP along x-axis, minus 3j cap is a vector component of OP along the y-axis, and k cap is a vector component of OP along the z-axis. So these are simple simple thing we are having. Now I won't waste the time. I would tell you, as you know it in last concept, you remember it was xy. What is OP was xi plus yj, and mod of OP we saw x square plus y square. These three things we already had seen. Similar here, if P is xyz, the position vector of P is given by xi plus yj plus zk. So what is the mod OP? That is x square plus y square plus z square will be there. Meaning if you want to find its mod, what will be there? 2 square minus 3 square and 1 square, meaning that 14 is the mod of that vector OP. So this is a concept. This was actually very important thing which I explained here. Don't try don't underestimate that, and try to study much and more about that. Okay, this was a whole about the position vector of any point when the point is given to you. Now let me explain something about the more things, which is vector. The new concept I'm telling you, almost connected, vector joining two points. Very good concept it is. Vector joining 2 points. Meaning when 2 points will be given, what will be the vector? Suppose A is given and B is given. So what will be its vector? Look at it, I try to tell you. Suppose this is X and Y and Z. This is I cap, J cap and K cap is given. Okay. Suppose it is a P x1, y1 and z1 given. And suppose Q x2, y2 and z2 is given. So these two things we are given, and we want to find the PQ. Try to understand. Very good concept rising here, guys. P is x1, y1, z1, Q is x2, y2, z2. 2 points in 3-dimensional space it is given, and we want to find PQ. The O is the origin point. We all know. So I am telling you one good thing. Try to understand. This is also a good concept. What I am going to do, I will join these two things. I will join OP and OQ. First question I want to ask you. P is x1, y1 and z1. So what is OP? Now don't hesitate to reply, because O is the origin point, you know. And with respect to origin point, any point can be expressed as a vector x1 i cap, y1 j cap, z1 k cap. And about Q, it's x2, y2 and z2. What is OQ? Again Q, O is the origin point, you know it. This is x2 i cap, y2 j cap, z2 k cap. And you want to find PQ actually, so we use here by vector addition. Can you use a vector addition here? OP plus PQ in triangle OPQ. OP plus PQ. Look at OP plus PQ is equal to OQ. Now we wanted to find PQ now. So PQ is equal to what will come? OQ minus OP. I transfer. Now put up the values. OQ meaning this was x2i, y2j, z2k, and OP meaning x1i, y1j, z1k. Now what we can do? Look at I cap here and I cap here. After opening with a minus sign, the bracket, we have a I cap common. What will be there? x2 minus x1 I cap, y2 minus y1 j cap, z2 minus z1 k cap. This is the concept. Now you are maybe thinking that what you have taught, what is this, what is the importance of this? Look at, I tell you, when 2 points will be given, you need not explain all the things, but only keep remember the concept. So what I am telling you now, example I want to show, I want to put an example to you. Look at, suppose P is this one and Q is this one, and you want to find what is the vector PQ. So for that PQ, you need not go OP, OQ, O, something like that. go on a formula. And formula is x1 y1 z1 x2 y2 z2 and OPQ is equal to this minus this, x2 minus x1. Look at 3 minus 2 I cap, 5 plus 1 j cap, 7 minus 3 k cap. And your answer is 1i, 6j, 4k, that is a PQ. That simple is that. I don't think it's a tough one. It's very easy for one and all. So try to understand when 2 points will be given. Line joining these 2 points is a vector we can find easily. So this is the way of finding when 2 points will be given. One more thing which I wanted to share with you right here, which I recently came in my mind. Yesterday I taught you position vector of any point. I taught you position vector of any point. Students, I taught you position vector. Again I want to explain the same thing. Suppose it is A, it is B, it is O. Position vector of A is OA and position vector of B is OB. So I just want to do some work on that. Can you use here the vector addition? By vector addition, OA plus AB is equal to OB. You know it. So can you transfer O area side? What you have got? We'll go through this. AB is equal to OB minus OA. Try to write in terms in the language. AB is equal to OB. What is the meaning of OB when O is origin point? You know when O is origin point, OB is position vector of B. So this is called the position vector of B and this is called the position vector of A. Now read it. AB is equal to position vector of B minus position vector of A. Hope you are getting this very important thing. Same in last concept we saw with the big picture. I also could teach you by the simple method. Suppose P was x1, y1, z1 and Q was x2, y2 and z2. I taught you what is PQ. You form the formula x2 minus x1i plus y2 minus y1j plus z2 minus z1k. But beside it, you can use also this concept. So PQ is equal to, use this formula. PQ is equal to, for derivation I'm telling you short method. Otherwise you can use direct what I taught you, this minus this, use ijk and get answer. But okay, use this concept, position vector of Q minus position vector of P. Use this here. And what is the position vector of Q? So position vector of Q meaning OQ and position vector of P meaning OP. And so what is OQ? You know it is Q. What OQ will be x2i, y2j, z2k and OP meaning x1i, y1j, z1k. And now subtract. Same coming x2 minus x1i, y2 minus y1j and z2 minus z1k. Same thing is coming which I already had taught you. So this concept I forgot to tell you in before classes, early classes. So try to understand when position vector of 2 points are given, you can definitely find same vector AB by using this formula. This is an important formula we will use a lot. So please keep remember, don't do this silly work now. If you are having P and Q, you can use this particular formula directly. So this is a simple way to do so. Now students, we have yet to go for some things which is a division formula. And also we have studied something about. So we will definitely take a time. Tomorrow we will start some new things as well as exercise 10.2. So please go through the video. These are very important for vector. So please don't leave the class and keep watching the videos. Thank you.